Welcome back, friends. We will study the subject manufacturing process, in which we are studying the topic casting, and in casting, we are studying the subtopic special casting process, shell molding casting. The figure shows the shell molding casting process. Shell making cross section of shell is given in the figure. Shell mold casting cross section is given in the figure. Casting, the final product is produced in the third diagram. It is produced by casting process. So so this is, in the first diagram we will see the dump box, sand resin mixture, heated pattern. Shell mold casting is given in second figure. Then backing material flask also given in second figure. The molten metal is poured into the casing. Then third diagram is the finished casting product is produced by this process. Pattern creation. A two-piece metal pattern is created in the shape of the desired part. Pattern material is copper alloys, aluminum alloy, low helium or graphite for casting reactive materials. Mold creation. First, each pattern half is heated to 175 to 370 degrees Celsius and coated with a lubricant to facilitate removal. Next, the heated pattern is clamped to a dump box which contains a mixture of sand and a resin binder. The dump box is inverted, allowing this sand resin mixture to coat the pattern. The heated pattern partially cures and mixture cures the mixture, which now forms a shell around the pattern. Each pattern half and surrounding shell is cured to completion in an oven, and then the shell is ejected from the pattern. Special casting process, shell molding casting. Figure shows the sand resin in the box. Hot pattern is given. Then second figure is mix dumped over a heated pattern. Third figure shows shell formed over the pattern. Fourth figure is shell stripped from the pattern. And fifth is the shell joined together to form a complete mold. It is also presented by shell and backing. Mold assembly. The two shell halls are joined together and securely clamped to form the complete shell mold. If any cores are required, they are inserted prior to closing the mold. The shell mold is then placed into a flask and supported by the backing material. Pouring. The mold is securely clamped together while the molten metal is poured from a ladle into the gating system and fills the mold cavity. Cooling. After the mold has been filled, the molten metal is allowed to cool the solidify into the shape of the final casting. Casting removal. After the molten metal has cooled, the mold can be broken and the casting is removed. Trimming and cleaning processes are required to remove any excess metal from the feed system and any sand from the mold. Now we will see shell molding casting. Casting material: alloy steel, carbon steel, cast iron, stainless steel, aluminum, copper, and nickel. Advantages: can form complex shapes and fine details, very good surface finish, higher production rate, low labor cost, low tooling cost, little scrap generator. Disadvantages: high equipment cost, applications, cylinder heads, connecting rods. Cylinder heads and connecting rod are manufactured with the help of the process called as shell molding casting. Now we will see the investment casting or lost wax process. The figure shows three figure shows the investment casting process, in which first one is the figure of investment casting, in which runner is given, spur is given, wax getting system is given, wax pattern is given. Wax pattern is given. Flask. In second figure, the flask is given, ceramic shell is given, and ceramic slurry is given. Then third one is hollow ceramic shell. Molten metal is poured into the hollow ceramic shell. And third one is finished casting is produced as a final product. Pattern creation. The wax pattern are typically injection molded into a metal die and are formed as one piece. Core Cores may be used to form any internal features on the pattern. Several of these patterns are attached to the central wax getting system, spur, runners, and risers. To form a tree-like assembly, the getting system forms the channel through which the molten metal will flow to the mold cavity. Mold creation. This pattern tree is dipped into a slurry of fine ceramic particles coated with more coarse particles and then dried to form a ceramic shell around the pattern and getting system. This process is repeated until the shell is thick enough to withstand the molten metal it will encounter. The shell is then placed into an oven, and the wax is melted out, leaving the hollow ceramic shell that acts as a one-piece mold. Hence, the name lost wax casting. In this way, we have seen the process of casting in this subtopic. Thank you.